Bienvenidos el ocho octubre. We are doing the 31 days of Halloween. And what does that actually mean? I mean, I have a list. Now, unless you screen cap that, you might not know what awaits you. But no, we have a list. I've got a shitload of DVDs and Blu-rays. I love watching movies. I love movies. And part of that is liking genre. And so I love sci-fi movies. I love horror movies. Some horror movies, not all horror movies. And please, there's a drinking game out there I read about on not Reddit. No, I didn't. I just made this joke up. But drink every time I say That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the button. It's the 8th day of October and the 31 days of Halloween. And what did I watch today for tonight's movie? It is Joss Whedon and Drew Goddard's 2011 The Cabin in the Woods. This is a magnificent horror movie. This is a pretty darn good. This is the culmination of horror movies referentially. This is two different movies at once. I watched this with the commentary track between writer-director Drew Goddard and co-writer Joss Whedon. And, Joss has gotten some well-deserved crap lately, but it's just crap, and it's just that to endure, and he's good at his job, and he should be able to do his job. Yeah, let me know, and, listen, ladies, if you're on a set with Joss Whedon, say no, and put it down on tape or something, and make sure you're always with somebody, or something like that. Who knows? I mean, but just cover your fucking ass. But you know what? Let the guy work. He makes decent movies. I mean, shit. People are flawed. I mean, jeez. I mean, I'm not defending the guy, but gosh, I'm a Buffy fan. And this is actually a really good movie. It's a really good horror movie. Hold on. Yeah. It's decriminalized in my Commonwealth of Massachusetts and taxed. And enjoy yourself as an adult. That's what I'm doing. It's Cabin in the Woods. This movie was really good. It was good time spent. This was a 93-minute long movie. And they even talk about act structure during this movie and about how this Act 3 has just so much punch behind it. And as a movie, this is a movie lover's movie. This is a horror movie lover's movie. Let me just go back to the main menu here. And there are so many clues here. Have you ever seen this movie before? I only watched it once before. And it was years ago. Yet, I didn't hate it. And I don't know what inspired me, but I bought it. It's on a DVD. I got a copy on DVD for less than $7. I get a lot of movies like that because I like physical media. I've been influenced by Robert Meyer Burnett and Dave Parker on their Midnight Metal show, and they talk a lot about horror movies and shit. So that's why I want to talk about horror movies, and that actually what inspired this show. The 31 Days of Halloween was Dave Parker and Robert Meyer Burnett. But Robert's huge on physical media, and he reawakened my love of it. Hello? See the Eagle Moss? I didn't know what an Eagle Moss was until Robert Meyer Burnett told me what one was. That's a 1/6 scale Han Solo and Carbonite. I didn't know what 1/6 scale was until Robert Meyer Burnett told me what they were. I didn't know what a Soulish Goghan was, or how much we shared a love of Yamato Star Blazers. But I got a Yamato, and an eagle. That's a Soul Shigogan. That's an eagle from Space 1999. We're not talking. We're talking about. But that's good. There's an intersection there. It's about like all these different friggin' sci-fi things and loves. Inside of this movie, Cabin in the Woods, is that intersection of like it makes an homage to almost every single type of horror movie that ever came before it. And I have to say too as well, this is quite literally the latest release date of any movie of this year. And let's see for next year. I mean, I've never consciously watched a Blumhouse movie. I am not going to watch Purge movies. That's more of like speculative fiction of that's what's coming true. I take no escapism, no joy in wanting to watch any movie like that. All right, but I will watch a horror movie, and this movie has it going on. It really did. And I'm really happy I watched it again, and very happy that I bought it. This has so many angles, and watching it with the commentary track really pulled it together. It was nice to hear from two masters of the art. I mean, these are the people that made Buffy and Angel, and these shows I worship. And they graduated from those shows to do things such as Marvel's The Avengers 1 and 2. And, I mean, say what you want about, either one of them. But, gosh, they made good stuff. And I hope they have the opportunity to make more and make independent, new. This is great. This is what we want. This is what we've asked for. Quality entertainment. And a lot of the times, like, in my fandom, we say shit like, who asked for this? And that's just, that's a way to say that, like, nobody asked for this. It's a way to say, why did you do this? Why did you create this? I think is the more appropriate question. And it's the spirit such as this, where they created it to give us something to be entertained with. And that doesn't apply to everything. I know. But something like this, it's completely unique, yet derivative at the same time. They admit that, like, it starts in this one direction. You have a reveal in the cold open, and there are lots of things that you don't get until you've seen it a second time. So, I mean, I enjoy this movie, I guess, a hell of a lot more when I watched it today than I did the first time I watched it, because I didn't know what I was watching the first time I watched it. I had no spoilers, no clue. I just went on the name recognition of Joss Whedon. I'm a big Buffy fan. What can I say? I'll watch anything that done by Joss Whedon. I even watched that stupid Justice League movie, and I hate to admit it, but Zack Snyder's Justice League is miles above that. Yeah, but I digress. This has been Day Ocho, Day 8 of the 31 Days of Halloween, and I'm so happy to have brought this movie to your attention and talked about it for a few moments. I really liked it. The individual performances were great. All 5 friends. They played this. It's just teenagers in the woods with maniac. It's so formula. Yet it does something just a little different. And it pays off. And Whedon says it himself during the commentary track. All movies are set up and payoff. And it's just that's an honest relationship. That's as honest as you can get as viewer and as cinemaphile and movie, like set up and payoff. And that is just Now we're gonna come across some longer. I think the longest movie we've done so far might have been The Hunger, or even The Shining. But horror movies are remarkably concise. They're just like real movies. I like to say, what's a real movie? Well, it's a 90-minute movie. It's 3 acts. Each act is 30 minutes long. Like a 2 hour movie, you could be pushing it with so much unnecessary stuff. Sure, there are movies that you don't care how long they are, and that happens. Yet, any basic movie, it's 90 minutes, 3 acts. I'm a huge Robert McKee fan. Robert McKee, his book Story, The Art of Screenwriting. I mean, I've read that over and over and over again. That it's part of me, and it's part of the reason I love movies, because I'm into this stuff. I'm into movies, cinematography, set design, costumes, dialogue, sound design, special effects, lighting, soundtrack, sound effects. It's just the composite thing. There's so many people involved in a movie. You might have a single vision from a director or even a writer-director, yet it's like being at work. You have so many people around you that contribute to the overall success of your product or the overall failure. And I love movies, and yeah, I've been gushing about this movie and movies, but this movie rocked. If you've never seen Cabin in the Woods, that's fine. Watch it, but watch it again. Maybe take some time off, maybe don't, but there's something about the second viewing of this movie that it makes it more worthwhile. If you're a fan of horror movies, may you catch every reference. Now, this is 2011, and so there are things done in this movie that can't be done today. I'll put it that way. When it comes, there are all of our heroes are victims. I mean, so having people not be victimized for certain reasons, and the whole blah blah woof woof yakety schmackety does not apply here one bit. This may be one of the last classic horror movies before 2015. I don't know. I have not seen any Blumhouse movies. If you want to leave a suggestion for me, please go right ahead. I won't watch Purge movies, but is there a Blumhouse movie out there that you think I would like? You know, is it 90 minutes, 3 acts? Is it like cheesy, or is it a setup payoff? Were you satisfied with it? I will take suggestions, none for this year's, but I love movies, and I would like to experience some Blumhouse movies, but I don't know where to start, and I won't go at The Purge. That's a line I won't. That's a line in the sand. I mean, no, thank you. Not after the Summer of Love 2020. No way. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe. We're doing the 31 days of Halloween. We're watching 31 horror movies over October, and all leading up until the end, until Halloween, where we reveal one of my all-time favorite horror movies, which is culturally appropriate to me as well. I'm in love with this movie, and I want to share it with you. Thank you so much. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. We will see you again. Cheers. Bye-bye.